Morning everyone, and welcome to today's analysis of Bitcoin and XRP on the 25th of October 2021. It appears that after making new highs last week, a little bit of rejection, Bitcoin have found support. If you look at the weekly chart, you can see that Bitcoin's made this shooting star candle. That is unfortunately a negative sign. At the top of a trend, a shooting star usually indicates that the bulls are being exhausted. Could look like a little bit of a pullback, maybe down to this area here, $52,000. That would be pretty healthy. Is definitely a possibility. But Bitcoin has found support in the previous resistance area, which is between $59,000 and $58,000. So we'll have to see how this plays out, whether this was the pullback required. The daily chart, you can clearly see that Bitcoin had this daily 9, it sort of overshot the next day, then had the 1 to 4 candle correction. So the stochastic has gone down, it's back into sort of a buying condition, and the RSI is starting to reset. And it appears for 3 days in a row that Bitcoin has found that support in that $50,000 to $60,000 area. If this is the case, this would be a great buying opportunity for further upside. Otherwise, you could gamble on it going a bit lower, down to $52,000 before more upside potentially. On the 4-hour chart, and I think this is maybe the reason why I'm slightly more leaning towards the $60 as support. It does appear that there's a divergence, bullish divergence. It would be difficult to assume that the RSI is going to go all the way to oversold levels. XRP on the weekly chart is still consolidating right here in the middle. It hasn't really moved. It's moved up and down. Volatility has been at an all-time low. On the daily chart, XRP is still in this triangular formation. A break to the upside, the target should certainly be $1.30 up there. On the 4-hour chart, XRP appears to be in some sort of a falling wedge, which also favors a break to the upside. XRP versus Bitcoin, you can see that every time XRP comes into this area and the RSI is oversold against Bitcoin, there's a big pump to the upside. The Bitcoin long positions, you can see that the long positions are still building. They are not hitting the levels yet that we expect for major downside potential. So just have a look at that. I think there is some more upside before the whales are going to start liquidating on everyone. And then what's really interesting is you can see that ever since the big drop, the Elon Musk drop, and people just started taking crypto off exchanges. And look here, and this is the most amount of crypto that has been taken off exchanges. Just appears that people are hodling, or whales are hodling at this stage. So it doesn't appear that anyone's really trying to sell. The S&P is about to reach all-time highs and then break it to the upside. The dollar is still down as the target for the 200-day moving average and this support zone towards the end of the year, and then the eventual target of up there. So I think this big head and shoulders pattern is still looking like it will play out. It's a bit early to say. This is an interesting little chart that I've got here on XRP. The crypto sniper alluded to the volatility index. That whenever this low volatility or the historical volatility ends up in this green box down here, it just means that there's no volatility, and then eventually there's high periods of high volatility. And you can see that low volatility area and then followed by high volatility area, low volatility, high volatility. And then you can see that every time it sort of seems to play out. It doesn't necessarily have to play to the upside. In this case, it played to the downside, but mostly it seems to be playing to the upside. Right now, we've been in quite a sustained period of low volatility for almost a month and a half. And, maybe a big push to the upside seems like it could be on the cards. So in conclusion, I think this low volatility period will eventually end up in a higher volatility situation. That does correlate with my breakout of the triangles. So I do think that a high volatility period is coming. I'm hoping for it to be sooner than later. If this content meant anything to you, please like and subscribe, and share it on Twitter. Thank you very much.